Brothers and sisters, welcome to Bible Prophecy is Changing News. As we see on the news, the eclipse that happened in Spain. In Spain, what is going on in Spain? I'll tell you what's going on. Their borders are being run through. People that have criminal records are breaking into Spain. You dummies. Their president or prime minister, he allows it to happen. And now they got to round up all these people. Let me tell you, take a look at Europe. Take a look at UK. Take a look at France. Take a look at Germany. What's happening? The people that live there don't have any rights. No rights. Satan, I'm telling you, time is running out. God is giving warnings. He's giving warnings. Look at all the volcanoes breaking loose, all the earthquakes that are breaking loose, the heat, the fires. These are birth pains. Jesus said this would happen. He told his disciples. He even said, many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ. They're trying to create the Mahdi. Let me tell you, people, you better wake up. Wake up. Get your head out of the sand. We got Hollywood that cares nothing about any people. Not all of them, but most of them. The signs of the times are happening. I'm telling you. The signs of the times are happening. We need to wake up. We need to wake up, people. We need to wake up.
And finally tonight, Spain, the lucky ones on Wednesday, witnessing an epic full eclipse. Have you seen these videos? The first time the Spanish saw the moon completely block the sun since 1905. Look at some of these videos happening with the sun low in the sky. Incredible images from the Spanish.
It's incredible. It's incredible. Watch and see how easy it is to do corruption. On this video, they're going to show a man in a burqa, and he's going to go talk to a few people and try to change the laws in voting, and they allow it. They allow it. This is what's going on in America. Corruption. What does Genesis say? Before God flooded the earth, two things. There was a bunch of things, but two things that he mentions a few times. One was violence. The other one was corruption. Corruption. Check this out.
Welcome back. Take a look at your screens now. This is our next guest, independent journalist Cam Higbee, who went to the polls in Minneapolis, Minnesota on Tuesday, primary day, dressed as a woman to see if they would let him vote. Under Minnesota law, residents can vouch for up to 8 other unregistered voters. And they were not only going to let Cam vote, but the 8 random people that he was vouching for as well. This is how bad it is in that state. Again, this has nothing to do with being Muslim. And Cam did not actually vote because that would be against the law. But he single-handedly exposed a national security crisis in our election system that could be happening nationwide. Independent journalist Cam Higbee is here. Cam, it's great to see you. Take us through what happened when you walked in and tried to vote and what happened next and sort of what they were asking you.
Yeah, well, I would walk in with this on my head and I would kind of put on a little accent and I was talking fully in a man's voice, but the name that I had was a woman's name. And these people were fully prepared to allow me to vote. Now, of course, no touching of ballots, no signing or touching of affidavits, nothing like that, no check-in. The process, we stopped it in the very earliest part. We just walked in, they asked for a name, we gave them a name, and then they said, all right, you're all set to vote. And I said, do I need my ID to vote? And they said, no, you don't need your ID. So all you need is the name and address of a registered voter. In order to fraudulently vote, that's all you need. They're not going to check your ID.
Okay.
So then I said, well, I would like to vouch, and for 8 other people, and they were going to let it slide.
They were going to let 8 other people vote because you vouched for them, which is part of the law in the state of Minnesota. Did they ask to see your face?
No, they did not ask to see my face. They asked for 0 forms of identification other than I provided a name and an address.
Okay, and they thought you were a woman wearing a burqa. Is that accurate?
Yeah, they were overjoyed to see me. So as soon as I walked in, I was gleefully greeted by a liberal white woman who said, "Hello, thank you so much for joining us." I've never been greeted so warmly by anybody in my life.
And where did it stop? Because obviously you didn't want to violate any laws. You were just there to do what independent journalists do. You were there to expose the corruption in the Minnesota electoral system. There was a primary on Tuesday. Where did it stop? Where did you say, okay, I'm not actually going to go cast a ballot for someone?
Yep, it was just walk in, ask them questions, state a name, ask the questions. Can I vote without ID? Yes, you can. Can I vouch for 8 people? Yes, you can. Do they need ID? No, they do not. No ID for any, no ID for any. And then I would say, oh, I get called from my mother. I have to leave. Or I would say, I go get the 8 people now. They're in my truck. And I would leave. And so just ask the questions and terminate the interaction and leave.
All you had to say was these 8 people lived in that precinct, right? Is that accurate?
Correct.
This is incredible. Incredible, people. Let me tell you something. There's no such thing as left and right. It's up or down. It's you knowing Jesus or you not knowing Jesus and you not wanting to know Jesus. Because if you don't want to know Jesus, then you are part of the world system. Jesus said himself, those who are not with me are against me. And let me tell you something. You better be with the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. He loves you so much. He died on the cross. He forgave you of your sins. All you got to do is receive him into your heart as your Lord and Savior, and then follow him. He told his disciples, go into all the world, preach the gospel. And this is what they're doing. This guy right here, I mean, he just went in there and it showed what they're doing, how they're lying, how they're cheating. This is part of the beast. Let me tell you something. We have the Jezebel spirit in this world today. The Jezebel spirit. When you got people, like this lady from Minnesota that didn't get voted in, she's got a girlfriend, and she wants to start a nude parlor. A nude parlor. This is incredible. You can't make this stuff up. You just can't do it.
And they were going to let them vote. This is just, it's unbelievable. I just want to ask you about again, this is another reason why we need to Save America Act and voter ID. So Minnesota does not have voter ID laws, which is absurd. They didn't ask to see your face when you walked in. Several European countries don't let you wear burqas in public. France, Denmark, Belgium, Switzerland among them. They've got anti-burqa in public laws. Should the U.S. do the same thing?
Yes.
Definitely. I mean, it's just a ski mask. I mean, you could commit a whole array of crime. I could go commit a whole array of crime under the guise that I'm a woman, and I guess somehow they buy it. I mean, not a single person at these polling stations questioned that I was a Muslim woman. They all believed it, and I think that's because it really kind of gets at the core of what they believe in. If I was to walk in and they're suspicious of me because I have these giant man paws and a man's voice,
right,
and I'm in a burqa, in the off chance that their suspicion is wrong and I'm actually just a Muslim woman with a deep voice, they've now made themselves racist, which is existentially against everything they believe in.
Wow. Yeah, I saw you got a cup of coffee in your hand and your cell phone. And
signs of the times.
In any way to sound like a woman. Just a question.
Let me tell you something. We're living in signs of the times. Signs of the times. I know there's people right now that are watching this video. They don't want to hear it. They can care less. Guess what? Your clock is ticking. The King of Kings is about to come in the rapture. to pull the church out. And then all hell on earth is going to break loose. It's your choice. Remember, salvation is your choice. I just asked a man the other day, if he were to die, where would he go? He goes, I don't know. He's 90-something years old, 93. Did not know where he was going. But yet the man on the cross, the two men on the cross, there's one that rejected Christ and said, if you're the Son of God, notice that word, if. There is no faith in that word. If you're the Son of God, save us and save yourself. But the other man says, we deserve what we're getting. That's confession. And then he said, Lord, remember me when you enter your kingdom. This guy that said, Lord, remember me when you enter your kingdom, he didn't get baptized. He didn't work in a soup kitchen. He didn't give money to the ministry. He did nothing. He had faith. That was it. Faith. Faith. You got to receive Christ by faith. And then follow him. Just like Jesus said, go into all the world, preach the gospel, share the gospel. We are so close. Look at the birth pains that are things that are going on in the earth. Look at it. Look at it. It's happening. It's really happening.
For you, and this video is getting so many views right now. Have you been contacted by anybody in the Justice Department or anywhere else? Because what you just did is prove what's really happening in this country on Election Day and on primary day, and we're now 80 days away from
People,
the midterm.
share this video.
Yeah.
Share it.
I haven't personally spoken.
Give it a
with,
thumbs up. Share
with
it.
anybody in the Justice
I'm
Department
asking you
recently.
to share it.
It doesn't mean that there aren't members of the Citizen Justice League, is what we're calling it, the League of Citizen Journalists that are going out and uncovering these things. We will come for you. That doesn't mean that none of the other members of the team haven't been contacted or in talks with.
And you have stations like MSLSD, CBS, ABC. They're fake. They will not put this news out because they are of their father, the devil. They are of their father, the devil, and the works of him they will do. That's why you call it fake news.
I'm not sure.
Unbelievable. Very well done, Cam Higbee. Appreciate you being here and breaking this with us on Finnerty. Thank you. Good to see you.